My name is Ronnie. I received a transplant back in July of '95, 27 years ago. I actually was living in San Diego at the time. I contacted chronic hepatitis B. I really didn't notice any symptoms at first, but somebody noticed my eyes, and that's when I went to the doctor for that. And that's when the whole ball started happening because everything started failing. So I moved back to Iowa City, was put on the transplant list for a liver transplant. It was emotional. You never knew when you were going to get that call. You never knew when something was going to go awry because I had many complications prior. At one point I was told I had 6 months left to live. So you never know what day was going to hold for you and whether I was going to be in tears or if it was a good day. But everything kind of fell into place and went really quick. So I was hospitalized probably over the last 2 years prior to transplant. I was probably more in the hospital than I was at home. But when they did put me on the list, I probably had my transplant within just a couple weeks. I woke up probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. My family came to the hospital and they got there right before they were whisking me off. I was a mess. There was anxiety. I was bawling because not only did somebody have to pass, but it was giving me life in turn. So it was just a whole ball of emotion. But probably within 6 months, I was back to taking daily walks, which doesn't sound much to most people, but when you haven't done that and you're, confined to a bed, just the little walks were something. And then eventually, little by little, I was just able to do more things. I've done a lot of traveling in my life since then. I can get outdoors, which I love the outdoors. I did get married 4 years ago. I had a couple dogs. My nieces and nephews, a lot of them have been married since then, so I was able to attend those events. I finally did write a letter to my donor's family. It took 27 years to write that, but it was just short and sweet because I'm not a big writer or anything. So it was just getting the point across that I was grateful for them and I am able to do things that I never thought I would because when you are told that you only have 6 months and then here I am 54 now, I didn't think I'd be here today. If I met them in person, I would probably be a bawling mess and it would be, again, it'd probably be a very emotional day for me with them being able to give the gift. I would just thank them over and over. I want to be able to give back and I've always wanted to do, I just didn't know how to go about it. I'm adjusting to where monies go to the donor network. Then I thought I would start helping and just doing things to give back. I would say it's very emotional every July for me because basically it is my anniversary and I look at it as this is my new birth date because I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for somebody being unselfish. Every year I think to myself how this impacts so many people just by one little gift. I would just encourage everybody to be an organ donor. If you have questions, please reach out to the Iowa Donor Network because there are so many people that need that gift of life. Check that box, do what you need to do because people need you.